Okay, so we're working through our Thor module, and by now we scroll on down, we're looking at superheroes. So here's our little links for, what I'm talking about right now is the instructions. We've got the template here, and finally we submit our work here. So if we're going to look at the superhero stuff, if we go to our home page and we're clicking on superheroes. Now, there's a bit of stuff here about superheroes, how they're popular, come from comics and so forth, graphic novels. If we look down to origins, we've got quite a lengthy little activity we've got here. We've got to do a bit of a task here where we're doing a bit of research. So what you have to do is have a bit of a look at this list here: the Amazons, Achilles, Anansi, Beowulf, Balder, Robin Hood, Circe, Gilgamesh, Hercules, King Arthur. We're going to pick a couple of those and do a bit of research. And if I scroll back here, if you click on this, it will give you a template. And that template, which is opening up here, will look like this. And what you will need to do is make a copy of this file, make a copy of the entire presentation. And what you have to do is, it's basically a follow the instructions type thing. This is the little checklist here. When you've completed something in this checklist, just go to the little paint pot and fill it with a color. Okay. Now, what you have to do is pick two of those characters, and you're going to have to do a little bit of an image search. And because they're common in stories and films and even video games and so forth, you should be able to find a number of images. And you need to paste an image of each of those two characters on this front page. Once you've done that, get rid of the instruction, find images of the two examples you've picked for this page. And, you can get rid of this as well. Just leave the checklist on there with a color and your two images, your two people. Then this page here, probably going to make this maybe a bit smaller. And you're going to answer those questions for your first example. Let's say you've picked Gilgamesh or Achilles. You're going to go through and write the answers of those questions down that you found from your research. Simple enough. Your second slide is the same sort of deal. Your character or your characters, if it's the Amazons, for instance, you're going to go through, answer those questions. And then finally, we've got this hero list. Now, what I would suggest is you be a little bit more specific and pick Marvel superheroes or, DC superheroes or heroes from Greek mythology or Norse mythology or Māori mythology. Okay, don't find every hero ever, because that might take us weeks. It might take us a lot. So just pick a specific area, list it up the top, and list those heroes with their powers, attributes, and so forth. Once you have done that, you'll need to go back to our page. You'll click on the superheroes thing. It'll bring up a quiz, and you can just a Google form, I should say, where you just pop your work in there and submit it. That is all. See me if you've got any questions.